Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22, as we continue our start from scratch Zielonka map here. And we are working on our feeding my kids, still in year number 2, so still making the baby food. I think I said at the end of last episode, I was going to try to find a solution for our train woes. And what I mean by that is, every time we try to deliver with the train, a big chunk of the boxes just fly off the back of the train. Then we got to go collect them and go do all that mess. And I just trying to find a way that we can make the internal sell points basically be the same as the train sell point, or even just closer, you know, whatever. I don't mind taking a loss, but right now it's like a 15 to 18% loss if you don't use the train. So there's just no reason not to use the train, which is annoying. So I was trying to find a solution. I couldn't find a solution because the particular sale prices are not really editable unless it was like a mod map, and this is not a mod map. Obviously, this is a base game map. I did find a solution. It's not a perfect solution, but it hopefully will get the spirit of what I'm trying to do. And the solution I found was that I found a mod that bumps the sell price of crops if you just sell it directly from the production facility from the 90% that you would normally get up to 100%. Well, then I went in and edited that to make it sell at 115%. Which puts it basically at the price of the train. So if we sell it from the facility right now, assuming the mod's going to work, it should sell at the price of the train, and we could just kind of save ourselves the annoyance of having things just fly off the train. If the things weren't flying off the train, I would just keep using it. But it's just annoying. You know, you guys know it's annoying, and you might not be as annoyed as I am, but it annoys me. So obviously the fact that I'm still talking about it probably answers that for sure. Everything that we're going to end up selling, cereal, soup, baby food, all that stuff, all sells to Erlengrat. So as long as it all sells to Erlengrat, then what I'm doing is actually the right move, right? If it was something that didn't sell to Erlengrat, I probably would adjust something. But everything that we're trying to sell does sell to Erlengrat. So for that purposes, we're just going to do it. And here's the way I'm going to justify being able to just sell automatically. If I just turn it on, some months we'll get a little bit less than what we would have gotten. Some months we'll get a little bit more. And that's how or not more, but we'll probably get, the most we'll get is what we would have gotten at the train. Some months we'll get a little bit less. And that's kind of how I'm justifying the idea that we're not having to do the transportation. So that's my transportation fee, if you will, is I'm just going to turn all these on to sell, and we'll just accept that we're going to get a little bit less money sometimes. It's not an ideal solution, but it is a solution that hopefully will... I think we just spit out some stuff before I had a chance to actually sell it. So unfortunately, we do have some parsnips sitting over there that I'll have to go pick up here in a bit. But for now, we'll just turn everything on to sell, and we'll pick those up here. I guess I can go pick them up right now. And honestly, I'm probably just going to drop them off at the closest spot over there, wherever the supermarket is or whatever. It's not a perfect solution, but it just saves me the frustrations of dealing with the train. And I just, you guys know I don't like the train. I guess it does mean I could get rid of this trailer because we're not transporting any more goods that would need the trailer anymore. Before I sell the trailer, I'm probably going to go find those boxes and just hide them somewhere. We just don't need them. Truth be told, I could just delete those from the game file. I might do that the next time I save. Go delete those from the game file and just make sure they just don't exist. We'll take a little bit of a loss on the fact that I purchased them, but I'm not super stressed about that. So yeah, we're going to get a little bit less money, and it's arguably because we're going to get less money, I could bump it up to like an 18% boost instead of a 15% boost. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm super stressed about that. We'll just accept it. It is what it is. We're still going to get plenty of money, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. Where is the closest sell point that we can sell all this stuff to? Sell it to... You guys can let me know in the comments below if you think it's a silly solution, but it's the most fair solution I can come up with that avoided the... It's a bug. It really is. That's all it is. Farmer's market or supermarket. What we got close by? What's this? This is animal dealer, bakery. There's a supermarket right there. We'll just go to the supermarket. That will work just fine. Yeah, like I said, I just don't like dealing with bugs. Especially annoying ones like that. It's just, not fun. Takes away some of the fun. We're still going to get plenty of money even with the... Technically, like I said, we're going to be making less money. That's the reason why I'm justifying it. is we will make less money than we would have had we taken the train. Not by a lot, not by as much as if I just turned on the sell point and didn't modify that little file, but we will make a bit less, and I think that we'll just call that my travel fees or something, you know, whatever. And life will go on and all will be good. Is this the supermarket right here? Must be. Obviously, we're going to take a little bit of a loss here, but it's all right. Not a big deal. It will all math out and be fine, and we'll still have lots of fun on the game. So, all right, let me get this. Like I said, I don't think I need the trailer for anything else, but I guess I could keep it in case we have to just transport some little pallet or something like that at some point. It's not like it's hurting anything. It's a very cheap trailer. But it does solve my problem of, you know, whether or not I was going to buy a new trailer, which I'm definitely not going to now. Because this trailer will definitely solve any problems or any... It'll be used for anything that we need a flat trailer for at this point. I'm actually not sure that the sale thing's going to sell at the right value that I'm hoping for. I mean, if it sells at the value that I'm expecting, we can kind of do the math. Oh, did it just sell a bunch? No, it didn't. Okay. If it sells at the value that I'm expecting, then we've got about 20,000 liters of parsnips left. We should make about 20,000 bucks. Close to. Maybe a little bit less because parsnips aren't maxed out right now. So we should be able to make... Oh, you know what? I wonder if we get... Oh, I don't know if we get the extra... Let me write these numbers down. I don't know if we get the extra of our precision farming boost or not. That's going to be annoying if we don't. Man, I just need the sell points on the map to sell for the right thing. And then I'd be happy. I could just sell to those. I don't care. I don't mind transporting stuff. I just don't want to have to fight the stupid train. Alright, I wrote down those numbers. We'll see if it matters. I guess we're going to go ahead and fast forward. There's nothing else for us to do today. The next thing we're going to be doing field-wise is not until April anyway. So, let's see what it does. I'm worried now. I'm actually worried that it's not going to work. Man, I didn't think about that. I'm just trying to get a fair money without dealing with bugs. That's all. I'm not trying to game the system. I'm just trying to be fair. And I don't mind erring on the side of slightly less fair. You know what I mean? All right. Man, it did not. As you can see, the extra money, the miscellaneous money did not go up. And then we sold 40,000 bucks worth, which would have been which would have been a full day of the parsnips, carrots, and red beets across the board. So we just lost a big chunk of money. We lost about 5,000 bucks. Man, that's annoying. That is annoying. I mean, I could bump it up to cover the 13% we've got gained right now, but that really just defeats the whole point of doing the precision farming altogether. I just don't like any of these solutions. I need the on-map sell points to sell for more. Is there another fair solution I could do that would cover this issue? What other fair solution could I come up with? I just don't know. I'm just annoyed by the train. I mean, if we're selling grains and stuff, the train's fine. I can't come up with anything that would make it fair. I either lose the precision farming boost or I lose the train boost. And the train obviously does both, right? So if I sell to the internal places, I lose the train boost. If I sell using the sell point or the production facility, then I lose the precision farming boost. Unless I add another boost to what it can sell. But then again, I mean, I guess if I take into account the fact that my precision farming will basically be at 13% all the time, I could just lock it at that and just be fine. Although technically, if we start switch over to cows, all the stuff for cows, we could actually get up to 15%, the full 15. Do I just suck it up and deal with the train some more? Let me think about it for a minute. I'm actually going to put a pause in the game. I'm going to sit here and do some math figure out if there's a better way to account for this, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have spent a good amount of time searching files and digging things up and looking for mods, and finally think I found something that will work for us. And I think it's the absolute best compromise I have been able to come up with. So before I get into it, we're going to go ahead and let's check our production real quick. I just need to get some stuff. So we don't have a lot right now. So let's go ahead and fast forward till tomorrow and see if we can get some crops or some stuff ready. And we'll kind of take a look at the prices, and I'll kind of show you what I came up with. And again, I think it is the absolute best compromise for everything. So one thing I will point out, with the DLCs, they have started hiding their XML files for the base game, like the game itself. Now the base game, like before DLC, still has all the XML files that you can edit. I even have a video up on my YouTube channel that shows you how you can edit the serial factory, so you can kind of add your own serial, stuff like that. No big deal. But the DLCs are all hidden within encoded packages. So you don't, even though it's still an XML file, it's an encoded, kind of almost like a zip file, but not really. It's a different file name. And so you can't edit those files anymore. And you'd have to like make a mod that actually comes up with a new thing. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do the chocolate cereal. We'll play around with that. I think because I can still edit the base placeable chocolate cereal thing, we'll just have to put one of those down on the cereal factory, I should say. We'll just have to buy one and place it somewhere. And I think it'll use the chocolate cereal edits, but we'll find that out later. All right, so the compromise I came up with, are we ready to sell yet? Let's wait till we actually finish productions. Let's go ahead and fast forward again. It might be a good price right now. It's kind of irrelevant. The point I'm trying to get at is I'm going to show you this thing, but I want to make sure we have a full load of things to sell before I actually show off what I came up with. All right, we're basically done with red beets. We're almost done with parsnips. In fact, I can fast forward like an hour here. Let's just get the parsnips done as well. Might as well. Still got tons of carrots. I'm actually going to go ahead and not forget to turn off the red beets this time. And we'll turn off the parsnips just to save us a little bit of money. I've kind of lost us a little bit of money trying to experiment with this anyway. So this will be the best way to just kind of be okay. All right, so we've got a bunch of parsnips. We've got a bunch of beetroots. Let's go find out if it's a good time to sell parsnips and beetroots. And the way to do that is to go ahead and look over here at, if you can look at our stations here, we have a new station. We have a sell everything station. Now currently the sell everything station is the best for carrots. Parsnips, it is actually lower than Erlengratt, but pretty close. And then for beetroot, it is also lower than Erlengratt, but again, pretty close. So it looks like it's a good time to sell carrots actually, which is fine by me. So we'll go ahead and sell the carrots. And now this is a new sell point, so it's going to fluctuate just like everything else. But what I've done is I've added the mod file for this sell everything thing, and specifically for the preserved baby foods, I have made it the same price as the train. Basically, I basically said sell at 15% higher than you would sell anywhere else, and kind of go from there. So that's kind of where we're at. So let's go ahead and spit out some carrots, and I will show you where this is at and what it all looks like. Let's go ahead and have you store. Let's get our vehicle. We'll get all our carrots picked up. Granted, we don't have a lot of carrots because I mean there's still a lot of carrots to be processed, but this will prove the point, and I'm going to be happy with this. I think we got what, 24,000 liters that we're expecting here. Yeah. All right, 26,000 liters. Perfect. That is a perfect amount. So we're going to zip this across to the sell everything. And where did I put the sell everything? Well, we're going to go ahead and highlight, and you guys will probably guess where I put it. Just because, again, I'm not trying to game the system. I'm just trying to avoid a bug. And so I think this is actually the perfect way to not game the system and avoid the bug, because even though this sell everything sell point, I could literally have stuck anywhere on the map. I could have stuck it literally right next to the drop-off point or the output of that factory that we just left. I was like, you know what? That's not the point. The point isn't to make this closer or easier or whatever. The point is just to avoid a bug with the train where it spits everything off the back end of the train and then I have to go collect it all. So I literally just put this on the train platform. So all we have to do is we still run over here to the train, just like we normally would. If I can turn properly. I didn't want to turn too sharply. I was sort of afraid we'd flip, but then I didn't turn enough. And we ran into a telephone pole. So all I did is I put it literally on the train platform. Again, the prices are going to be a little bit different than Erlangrad because I can't like make it match up perfectly with the Erlangrad prices. So we'll have to sell at different times of year than we were originally planning, but that's not a problem, right? We'll just sell at slightly different times whenever that price looks good. So then we come up here. It's up here on the train platform. Speaking of train, looks like the train just passed. Trying not to tip over here. Now, I currently only modified the file to add the preserved foods because I just kind of wanted to make sure it worked. Once we start doing potato chips and soup, I can always add those, obviously. So I'm not super worried about those. And then we'll just come over here, and as you can see, there's a sell point literally on the platform where I usually unload. Now I just drive on top of this sell point, and all our stuff should start selling. Yes, it is. And just like that, there you go. We just made 26,000 bucks, which we had 26,000 liters, and that's about how much we expected. So I think that is by far the perfect solution. I still have to travel to the train station. Oh, there's a little bit of a hill over here because when I popped it tried to fill in the bottom. That's okay. We'll ignore that. I still have to drive to the train station. I still have to drive to the platform of the train station. I just don't have to load it onto the train. And I think it's just fine because the cost of renting the train is literally nothing compared to everything else. So I'm not really worried about the fact that I'm not accounting for that because it's like a couple $100 at most. Not even worth stressing about. So I still have to do the trip, and I'm not making necessarily more money. I'm just making money at different times of year than what the train's at. But it should be the exact same value, and I still get the precision farming bonus. So let me know in the comments below if you think this is the perfect solution. I really didn't like the idea of just selling straight from the production point. I thought that was a little too gamey. That's not really what I was looking for. And of course, we lost the precision farming boost from that. So I think this is absolutely the best solution overall. And if I end up deciding that the other train station is closer, I can always drop this sell point at the other train station as well, and we'll just it'll be the same values and stuff like that. So I think this is a perfect mix of all things fair without having to deal with a stupid bug that was obviously driving me up the wall because it's a little silly. You know what I mean? It was funny the first few times, but that one time where we had the entire train loaded and it just exploded, that was a bit over the top. So I think this is fair. I hope you guys agree. But yeah, that's where we're at. Okay. So next on our list is, now that we have a way to sell stuff, at least sell these three. Next on our list is, and it does look like the sell everything is listing is the highest, but Erlangrad's still the highest here. So I think it's all relatively fair. It'll balance it all out. Now that we're all doing that, I guess we're just going to fast forward until it's time to plant, or until I get some good prices for these other things. So let's go ahead and sell it. Fast forward again. Oh, I guess I can get rid of the little highlight now that I have a green beam flying into the sky. That's probably not safe for airplanes flying over there. We're gonna get in trouble for pointing a laser pointer at the sky. I would have thought that actually would have gone away as soon as I zipped over there, to be perfectly honest. But where is it? Let's go over here. I'm guessing I can just get rid of that. Untag. There we go. Okay, so where are we at on prices? I was just looking at prices. We are at, it's pretty good for carrots still. As you can see, Erlangrad's now at 951. Sell everything's at 920. I'm okay that there's going to be a discrepancy from time to time. Sometimes Erlangrad's going to be higher. Sometimes sell everything's going to be higher. I'm still just going to sell to the sell everything. I just want to avoid the mess, the literal mess. So I could sell some more carrots. Oh, and I did forget to turn the carrots back to storing inside. I could sell some more carrots, but I don't know that I need to. So I think we're gonna wait a little bit. Let's go ahead and fast forward again. Either we'll finish the carrots and then we'll still have a good price, or one of the other ones will jump up in price and we'll go with that. I think the one negative is gonna be a little hard for us to know exactly when to sell the best time, because with Erlengratt and that thing competing with each other, we're gonna get probably misleading information, but that's fine. We'll just check it month to month, and we'll just kind of use that as a judgment call. I mean, carrots is still reasonably good. These other two are not terrible. As long as they're 900 up, I'm pretty happy with that, but I think we're still just gonna fast forward again. We're in March now. What is it I'm looking for again? I'm looking for April. So in April, we'll start planting, and if the prices are good, then awesome. If not, no worries. I do have enough money I could start selling some stuff, or buying some stuff, couldn't I? Saving ourselves a little bit of leasing fee, although the leasing fees will just reduce the costs. So I'm not super stressed about that. I do want to buy the other tractor. I do want to pay off that loan that I used, right? To just kind of get us by. So if I can do those, that would be great. Great demand at sell everything. So it does qualify for great demand, just like any other sell point. So so that's pretty cool, I guess. Where are we at? 913. It's not bad for carrots. It's not great. We know it can go higher. We know it can go up to 930. So maybe we just sit on it. Maybe we don't need to desperately sell this. I do think I'm going to go ahead and potentially pay off this loan, this extra loan that we got. It only has... Oh no, that's the vehicle loan. This is the loan that I got. It only has 29,000 bucks left, and it's a monthly... It's going to save us $1,000 a month. So I think this would be okay to just pay off, because the whole point was just to keep this until we didn't need it anymore, right? 29,670. I don't know why it's got a weird decimal place, but hopefully this will just pay it off. Can I just do one? No. I think it'll finish next month, and it hopefully doesn't charge us another full $1,000. I don't think it will, but you never know. Hopefully it just takes off the 36 cents or whatever that it's kind of technically calculating that we owe. All right, I'm happy with that. And then we are in the month of April, so we are ready to start planting. So let's get this going. And I think we're going to get us another planter so that we can just get both of them going at the same time. I do need to get some fuel for this tractor soon-ish. It's not desperately low, but relatively soon. All right, let's go and switch you over to parsnips. Start you on the parsnip thing. Do we have any seed over here? That's all fertilizer. Seeds over at the store. Let's go get the seed filled back up. I'm pretty happy with this compromise. I really am. Now that I think more about it, I think it's perfect, actually. All right, got that rolling. Let's get you to get a seeder as well. Vegetable technology. We'll grab one of these bad boys. Lease you. One reason I didn't lease two before is because I was trying out the plow thing. See if that combo would work, but it did not. Oh, I was trying to pick up from the same place. Obviously, the one I just bought, just leased, is not going to be at the same place in my farm that the last one was. I don't know if we're going to have enough money to get the tractor or not. Because, I mean, how much do we have left? 20... I mean, it's literally, like I said, about $1,000 a piece. So 60, 70... And now we got about 80,000 bucks plus the 10, 15,000 bucks that's sitting over there. So we got probably close to $100,000 left to grab. This is going to be carrots, I believe. Left to deposit, I should say. So we should have enough to at least buy the other tractor. And that'll be a little bit more off our plate from a leasing standpoint. In fact, there's a good chance that we could just buy it right now. Keep going on carrots. Still like carrots in the big one, I think. And then how much would it cost us to buy the other tractor? I haven't even looked at this lately. I've just been kind of distracted by this other stuff. Purchasing you would cost us 49,000 bucks. Soon, but we're not quite there yet. As soon as we can sell some more stuff, we'll be happy with that. Which again, I could sell the carrots. It's not a terrible price, but we know it can go higher. And it looks like it would potentially go higher as of right now. So I think we'll hold off. Be patient. Yeah, I'm happy. If you can't tell, I'm very happy with this solution. It is the perfect solution, I think. So, man, it took me so long to find something. I was trying to edit game files. I was trying to search for files. I was trying to look at different mods. And I finally found this mod. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. All I got to do is just add these other products to this, sell everything. Now, if I didn't add the products to it, I could sell it at, normal price. I didn't have to edit the mod to sell the carrots and stuff because that's already included. I just had to edit the mod to specifically say for the things that we're trying to sell them at a higher price. And that's all I did for that. Cool. Well, there we go. Looks good to me. I think we're going to put a cut in there. We're going to let these guys finish planting. And when I come back, we'll be ready to fast forward and hopefully sell some good crops. Buy us another tractor. We already paid off a loan. We already did something. We have been making progress as of already. I mean, technically we paid off a loan that, we only got because we were short on money a couple cycles ago. But, we haven't paid off either of the two original loans, but we're almost to the point where we could pay off the car. 18,000 bucks left on the car is not bad. But I think we'd rather buy the tractors and stuff like that. We'll let the car payment's not that high. So we'll just let that kind of cycle through and kind of continue on our merry way. How much is the next farm that I would like to consider getting? The next farm is this one down here. And it is 214,000 bucks, which compared to what we've got right now. So now here's the thing. It's the weird one. This is only saying 38,000 bucks because this technically is not, it's not including all the buildings that I put on here, right? I did add the buildings later after I bought the field just to kind of make it look right. But technically the buildings are not included as part of the cost of this farm. So I'll have to think about how we want to play that. And then the very nice house is right there. It's only 238. Honestly, these are not very expensive at the end of the day. The other option is just to sell my house and build something there. But I kind of like the idea of like moving to a different location, trying out different fields. And then, kind of ended up here, trying out these fields, something like that. Just kind of change things up a little bit, move up in the world, that kind of thing. Something along those lines. We'll think about it. Oh, I'm so glad I finally figured out a way to avoid using the buggy train. So I appreciate everybody that's watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I really am enjoying the save a lot. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm finding some quality of life things just to give me a peace of mind, just make it more fun without necessarily really breaking the game. And I think I'm happy with all that. So hopefully you guys are as well. I do appreciate it. May God bless you. And I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.